Now, this girl has a song that caught BTS Jungkook's attention, and Haiki, she is every Wattpad user's ultimate dream, okay? And she also has her own novel adapted into a Hollywood film starring Ross Butler. Here's singer-songwriter, multi-talented queen, Claudia.
Hi! So good to be here.
No, don't you dare say she's your girl best friend, 'cause you and I both know it's just breathing.
Girl, I'm so proud of how far you've come. I've watched you since, correct me if I'm wrong, since 2022. I saw you at Good Vibes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And even I didn't remember that. yeah.
2022 or 2023 when Good
Yeah,
Vibes.
yeah,
But dude,
2022, I think. Yeah.
I was impressed by your stage presence and your outfit, everything.
Oh my God. Thank you. Really
Really,
appreciate it.
It's so cool to see a Malaysian artist pushing your art forward and being in an English, medium music in a way. I feel like it's something that we should be proud of, something that you're promoting your art in a way.
Yeah.
So I just want to address the elephant in the room, okay?
Okay.
How did Jungkook from BTS notice your song? Really, I was surprised when I saw that clip. He was on
Yeah.
a live stream, right?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Okay, so at first, for the longest time, I really didn't know how that happened.
Mhm.
But I think I did some digging and I found out that, I think because he used to do a lot of live streams and stuff. So one of perhaps his fans or whatever was, commenting, was like, hey, you should check this song out. But I don't think he did it on that particular live stream. He probably just took the recommendation and was like, oh yeah, thank you so much. And then the next live stream, which was his Weverse one.
Yeah.
And then he was just seen randomly like vibing with it. So
Insane.
yeah.
Dude, your stream started out, it was spiked from 32.6K streams to over 761,000 streams on Spotify.
Yeah.
Now happened overnight or?
Yeah, no, it really was quite gradual, I think, but there was definitely that spike there, like immediately after, and I think to this day it's still one of my most streamed songs, which is
neat.
like really steady in terms of streams.
Is it still going up right now?
Yeah, I mean it's still like super stable, like the Jungkook fans, man, the BTS fans, they're crazy.
And it was called Gentleman, FYI, guys.
Hey.
Now, let's talk about your writing career as well, okay?
Yeah.
Because you wrote Perfect Addiction or
Yes.
Perfect on Wattpad.
Yeah.
So, what was your reaction when you heard Ross Butler was going to be a part of that film? They made an adaptation, a Hollywood film, in fact. So,
Yeah.
how did you feel? What was your reaction when Ross Butler was included in the cast?
I was really, really excited because, to see like an Asian guy represented in like, a romance film, a romance book. And like, I didn't really, when I was 16, I don't think I ever pictured that. But now that I've grown up and like, I know like, it's so important to, embrace your Asian culture and all this. And I was just super excited to have him on board. And obviously, like the rest of the cast was so great as well. It was like largely, like a lot of people of color as well, and I was really, really happy to have that.
Okay, bring me back to the time when you first heard that Ross Butler and it's your novel's gonna be turned into a film, etc.
Yeah.
Tell me, bring me back to the time when that happened for you. What were you doing?
Oh, I don't know. I think I was still in uni or something, and that was pretty much like the only exciting thing that was happening to me at the time. Yeah, so I felt really excited, obviously, when they told me the news. But a lot of movie adaptations, when they kind of like announce it, like 50% of movie adaptations kind of die in pre-production.
Mm-hmm.
So I was so excited and obviously a little delusional. I was like, I cannot wait for this to happen. But I also had to set like realistic expectations. Also, I'm like, this may not happen. You know what I mean? So when I got the news that, the director was attached, Ross Butler was attached, like everyone was attached to it, I was like, oh my God, this is actually happening. Like,
I bet you were screaming.
Yeah.
Where were you when you found out?
Internally, I think I was in my bedroom. I was like, oh my God, like just having like, a whole party to myself in my bedroom.
Oh my God, can you imagine? I feel like, did you fly out to see the whole set and the crew and everything?
Yeah, so I flew out to at that time they were filming in Poland. So it was we went to Krakow, so it was a beautiful place. Yeah, I got to I had my own dressing room and things like the trailer. I had a trailer to myself. Yeah, and then I had a chair with my name on it, like the director's chair thingy. So a little bit more uncomfortable than I thought, like that chair, but it was so cool to have it. I actually stole it back in my suitcase.
Oh my
and brought it
God.
back to Malaysia.
That is every Wattpad user's dream, man. Whatever you explained just now, that's literally every girl's dream way.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was such a dream.
Now, you're about to release a new song called Girl's Best Friend.
Mhm.
And coincidentally, Sabrina Carpenter is about to release an album called Man's Best Friend.
Mm.
Is there any relation to that?
You know what?
You're a
Actually,
fan.
I just no, definitely not. I mean, I love her, but it was definitely a coincidence. I think I finished this song like months back before she announced the song. I didn't even realize that her album title was out. So
Yep,
wow, that's crazy.
I
Yeah.
thought there was some sort of correlation because I know you're a fan of Sabrina Carpenter. I mean, judging from your music, you did mention in one of your videos that you have some sort of essence like from Sabrina Carpenter, Madison Beer,
Yeah, Ariana Grande.
Ariana
Rock
Grande.
Ray, yeah.
How would you describe your music in other words?
I would say they're quite playful. I try to bring like good vibes to my song, like I really want to my fans who are listening like to be like, just having like a fun experience listening in the car, just like bopping and
To be a
like,
baddie?
yeah, having a vibe and then like, it's a little playful, a little sensual, yeah, all those vibes.
Now, to circle back to your
Yeah.
upcoming song,
Yeah.
Girl's Best Friend. So, what makes a girl's best friend? Let's be
What
frank here.
makes a girl best friend?
What is a girl's best friend?
Hmm.
Mine is ChatGPT, bro. I use it as my therapist. Dude, I am on that app all the time.
Damn, girl, you need a real therapist.
What's
A
yours?
girl best friend is a good lip gloss in a bag.
Oh,
Right.
Yes, that's true. I just
Yeah.
asked for my friend for a lipstick. He's like,
Exactly. You
"Pick
can
one."
never have too many lip glosses in your bag, I
That's
feel.
true.
Yeah.
That is true. And speaking about best friends, right? What do you think about female friendships?
You mean me and another girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like absolutely. Me and my boyfriend and his girl best friend, like I don't know about that. You know what I mean? I think I have to see the vibes between them. You know what I mean? If I don't know, like it may feel slightly more than platonic or like I don't know, like I just have, warning signs
Yeah.
or red flags, like I have that gut feeling about it, then absolutely no. I don't think
Yeah, we should totally trust our gut feelings. Normally,
Right?
most of the time, us girls, we always decide things based on our gut feeling because most of the time it is right.
It's true though. It's true. Our intuition is always usually correct.
Yeah. When it comes to female friendships, right, it's always a hit or miss. Whether
Yeah.
you get really good people in your
Yeah.
circle or
Yeah.
you just get really toxic friends,
Mhm.
right? So, what do you think? How do we deepen female friendships?
I think especially now because we're working adults, it's so hard to like make sure that we find time even to like really just meet up for like dinner and things like that. It's definitely just being honest and be like, hey, like, I might not make it, but like it's taking the initiative also to be like, let's reschedule. Or
Yeah.
like, let's really find a time, carve out a time this weekend and like spend that time together, because I find it so difficult now. Like, I'm in like my early 20s. It's so hard, I feel like, as a working adult to
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I have too many friendships I have to maintain,
I know.
but not enough time in a day to do it,
Exactly. And I
Yeah.
feel like it's hard to maintain a really good friendship in our circle in
Yeah.
a way because people are living out their lives in other words or different paths. Like
Yeah.
some people are getting married, some people are moving to a different country for work,
Yeah.
etc. So how do you be a better friend to these kind of people as we grow up?
Yeah, I always because I have a lot of friends like in other countries and stuff.
Mm.
So I always make sure to schedule like, FaceTime calls.
Ah.
Like I'm like, hey, I have some free time right now. Like, do you have some free time? Let's talk, Or
Mhm.
even if we can't do that, I always send like incredibly long voice messages to
Yeah.
them, just like updating them about my week.
Yeah.
I feel like that it's just little touches like that that make them feel like, oh, you're not so disconnected from each other,
I'm low-key glad we're living in a generation where we're so technically advanced in a way that I use Snapchat to keep in touch with all my friends. I know it's a lame
That's
app.
interesting.
Yeah, but I don't. It's not public at all.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
only
yeah.
share my stories to my close friends, so that's
Right.
how we keep in touch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow.
how do you keep in touch besides FaceTiming, sending voice notes?
Honestly, like I go to like Pilates class with them.
Smart.
Yeah, like cuz I'm doing it anyway, so I might as well like invite them to like come with
Mhm.
me and like I always like tell them like, hey, I'm going to this 10 a.m. class in like Bangsa or whatever, like come. And then they're like, yeah, I'm so down because I feel like everyone's into health as well
Yeah.
right now. So yeah.
That's cool. Now let's go back to your career as well. Now you've collaborated with a bunch of people,
Yep.
so I need to know who else would you want to collaborate in the future. Let's start off with maybe local artists.
Local artists. Like I actually have not like done any songs with like Yuji or like Yadira. Like I don't know if you know them, but like they're great. I'm always down to like collaborate with them. Just haven't found the time yet, but maybe soon.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
What about international artists?
International
Think big.
artist.
I know you can do it, so think big.
Oh my god, think big. I would love to be on a Dua Lipa song. I don't know. I love Dua Lipa and I love dance pop music.
Oh
I'll
my
totally be
gosh.
down to like be a feature. Like
Okay, in a realistic manner, who do you think you could collaborate internationally?
who I could collaborate with. Ooh, that's so tough though. Maybe I want to say like Henry Moody because I have met him before and he's so nice.
Oh my god, how was that like?
I don't know if he would want to collaborate with me, but like I'm so down to like collaborate with him.
Imagine his voice and your voice intertwined together. Oh my god,
Like a nice ballad, a pop ballad would be interesting.
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what did he say to you? What were you guys talking?
Yo, like,
about?
cause we did a show together. I think like a festival. He was headlining, and then I was also part of it. And then like we just got to talking and things like that. Cause we have a lot of mutuals as well, like mutual artist friends. So yeah, and then he's so nice and like down to earth, and I feel like because we already have that going, I feel like I could just be like DMing him like I am down,
I am manifesting that for you. Okay, honestly, imagine if you were to have a song with Henry Moody. I feel like, I don't know, I think the internet would break. Just saying.
God.
Hope so. So, what do you have to say to any Malaysians who are watching this podcast right now? Like, if they are, trying to thrive into their music career, art career, whatever, what do you have to say to the Malaysians watching?
I would really say it's about consistency and discipline. I feel like it's really the mindset of like I have to keep going, like I have to perfect my craft and make sure that I'm consistent enough that my fans will, want to stay tuned to my music. I think like that discipline is very essential these days for artists because like, there's so many like artists coming up on like Spotify and things like that. Like I think there's like 100,000 songs being uploaded to Spotify every single day. It's crazy. Like the numbers are insane. So it's like, that's kind of who you're like, in a way, like, fighting against, right?
Yeah.
So you really have to like stand out, and to stand out is to be consistent,
That is true. That is
Yeah.
true. You heard it yourself. This is Claudia, and thank you so much for spending time with me today. All the best, and see you in the next episode. Bye.
Yeah.